Real Salt Lake back here at Rio Tinto Stadium and off a 12-day break following the 4-2 win at home against the Portland Timbers. Up next, the Seattle Sounders Friday night, 8 p.m. kickoff on the NBC Sports Network.
This has been happening for years, and I think everybody around the league respects us, but I don't really know what the reason is why we don't get a lot of nationally televised games, but there's not much we could do about it, so no big deal. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. I mean, anytime you get to play in front of 50,000 people, it's pretty exciting.
We just concern ourselves with giving our best effort every single weekend and taking care of the details. I feel like when we do that, we succeed, and whether or not people outside of our locker room appreciate that is fairly unimportant to us.
Certainly, this is a huge one with them being right on our heels and a couple games in hand, and getting closer to the end now. So Supporter Shield is an issue for all the teams that are towards the top. It's still a little bit early to start talking about that, but it's a goal that we have. And first we want to try to make the playoffs, but then we'll be shooting for first place, and Seattle's doing the same thing. So yeah, it'll be a huge one.
Jason Kreis will see the return of U.S. internationals Nick Rimando and Kyle Beckerman, but question marks surrounding the availability of Costa Rica international Alvaro Saborío.
He's out for this weekend, and we're going to hope that he'll be available for next weekend. We have to look at it again. For me, it's just about form right now. It's a little bit about the last result. It's a little bit about the training sessions leading up to the game. It's a little bit about what happened in the reserve game. It's all those things factored in, and that's going to continue to be the way it is for the rest of the season, I believe.
For the Seattle Sounders, they're coming off 3 wins in just 8 days, 7 wins in their last 8 games, and just 2 points behind Real Salt Lake for the top spot in the Western Conference.
I like to think that we're up for every game, but if you can't get up for this one, you probably don't have a pulse. I mean, 50,000 people, first place versus second place. We've had pretty good rivalry with them over the past few years. Met in a lot of big games, and a lot of big games there. So this will be another one.
I don't know any other way for our guys to handle this match any differently than they typically do every time we play there. The crowd's always great. It's a terrific atmosphere. Players enjoy playing there. I enjoy being a part of games there. This is, I think, even a little bit special if there's going to be 60 rather than the typical 35. And, apart from all of that, it's still first place versus second place in our conference. So it's a huge match. Even if there was no crowd, I would think our guys would be up for it.
I don't know if they're different tactically, but of course you had, a guy who's going to be, one of the best players in the league. It's going to help your team. So, they got a ton of great attacking players, and midfielders and defenders too. That's why they've had so much success over the past few years. Won, a few Open Cups and been in the running every year in the playoffs. So we know it's going to be a tough challenge, but we feel like whenever we're playing against a good team, if we can control the ball and outpossess the other team, we have a good chance to win. So hopefully we'll be able to do that tomorrow.
Watch RSL take on Seattle on September the 13th at 8 o'clock on the NBC Sports Network.